Hey man, say man, it's your boy Big Dreams. Welcome back to the channel. Before we carry on any further with this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell, set it to all. We is back with another banging video, back with another reaction video, man. And today, we are reacting to Peewee Longway facing life in prison after the feds wiretapped the plug, man, and the sentence 1090J. We finna dig in here. We finna see what's going on. I'm not gonna make the opening of these videos too long. All I ask is that y'all smash that like button so this video can rank higher in the algorithm. Go crazy in the comments. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, man, subscribe. That's all I ask. We finna go ahead and get into this video, man.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J, but I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Peewee Longway being indicted by the feds and facing life in prison.
Hundreds of millions of dollars worth of drugs and guns, Glock switches, and other items taken off the streets thanks to a special detail that culminated Thursday in Muskogee County.
Law enforcement call it Operation Sweet Silence, which was a 2.5 years in the making, aimed at taking down gang members and cutting crime.
Over $279 million in street value of what they seized, and the FBI, the GBI, the DEA, and others all worked together for Operation Sweet Silence.
Muskogee County Sheriff's Office has
$279 million worth of drugs and guns.
After some very dangerous gang members of the Zohannan gang, members of the Crips.
We've seen the homicide rate more than double because of gangs.
For those individuals who think that they can set up shop in Muskogee Counny, not on our watch.
101 arrests, over 270 million worth of drugs, guns,
that's crazy,
switches, and absolutely nothing to do with Peewee Longway. The Atlanta rapper was apparently arrested, and social media would associate his...
So, the feds reportedly seized $200 million worth of drugs after arresting Peewee Longway and 30 other people. Boy, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is OD. Where do you even get such a large amount of drugs from? Like, what? 200 million? Oh boy, they gonna lock you up and throw away the key.
With Operation Sweet Silence. The 2-year investigation would target 2 major gangs in Columbus, Georgia, the Crips and the Zohannans. Local, state, and federal agencies would strike simultaneously, with the FBI bringing 250 agents along with 7 SWAT teams. 155 guns would be recovered.
Ooh, boy. And they got heavy artillery. What? Who was y'all trying to shoot at? Oh, I gotta turn my doggone computer sideways because they got the picture upside down. Boy, who was y'all shooting at? Boy, shoot, they got more artillery than the U.S. Army. Boy.
Along with over $270 million in cash and tons of drugs that I can't show on YouTube without getting demonetized. But nobody could find the connection to Peewee Longway, as his name wasn't listed anywhere as being arrested. But that's why y'all watch me, right? Because I get the paperwork for y'all. According to an indictment out of Atlanta, Peewee Longway, whose real name is Quincy Williams, was charged with conspiracy to distribute a controlled substance, selling, distributing, or dispensing a controlled substance, and money laundering. Peewee would be indicted with 7 co-defendants, the majority being Mexican, which plays an important role in this indictment. Since May of 2023, the Atlanta DEA has been investigating a man named Francisco Cortez, who's also known as Paco Primo. Allegedly, Cortez was trafficking drugs and laundering money throughout North Georgia, and agents identified several cell phone numbers associated to him. His second in command would be identified as Luis Miguel Montoya Villagomez, aka Palone. He'd be responsible for the coordination.
$200 million And D-Rugs, though, is OD. Very OD.
Of suspected narcotics shipments from Houston, Texas coming into Atlanta. The drugs would be sold throughout the A, and the money would make its way back to Cortez. On the 4th of July 2024, agents intercepted a wiretap between Cortez and Quincy Williams, aka Peewee Longway. The conversation was cryptic, with Cortez saying, "On the shoes, I got you for sure. On the windows, give me 20 bags so I can get at least 20 of them." Cortez would then say, "I got you on the shoes in less than an hour." DEA agents would interpret the conversation as Peewee negotiating for an unknown amount of shoes or cocaine and 20 kilos of meth or windows. Because of the holiday and the 1 hour time window, agents weren't prepared in time and remained unsure if the transaction took place, but another one would 4 days later. On July 8th, it was 3:20 p.m. as agents monitored the Cortez residence with an electronic surveillance platform. A vehicle would pass by several times before parking in the roadway. Cortez's wife would then exit the residence and approach the vehicle. The passenger would exit, opening the trunk and passing her a large cardboard box she then brought inside. An hour later, another vehicle would pull up and Peewee Longway would exit the rear passenger seat, walk into the front door of the home. He'd walk back with the large cardboard box, placing it into the trunk and leaving. On July 11th, agents intercepted another wiretap between Cortez and his second in command for a sale of 40 kilos of cocaine.
Dang, so wait, hold on, wait. You mean to tell me people, I ain't even gonna say people, you mean to tell me they able to really get people within their organization to wear wires like that easy? They really getting them to put on the wires that easy, and they intercepting the wires so they can hear stuff? Well, of course, when you put on the wire, they gonna hear stuff anyway. But dang, you like, who's on the, who in their operation working with the feds? That's crazy.
A van would be seen unloading and loading at Cortez's home, and agents would trace it to another home they'd hit with a search warrant. Agents wouldn't find.
Dang, boy, hit them with a wire. Got them with that wire.
Bundled in shoeboxes. Throughout the criminal complaint, the focus would remain on Cortez, and it would appear he was the plug. But at this point, no agent could prove Peewee Longway did anything aside from pick up a box that could have had anything inside of it. In fact, that's all they had on him. He could have literally picked up shoes in a box. But regardless, he'd be charged with conspiring to distribute at least 500 grams of meth and 5 kilos of cocaine, all because of a wiretap conversation with no proof that the deal even went down. That's how scary the feds are. Arrest warrants would go out and Peewee Longway would be placed into custody. The feds would file an order of detention pending trial, meaning they didn't want Peewee released on bond. Reason being, he has a lengthy criminal record with several prior convictions for drug offenses and violations of parole or probation. During his arrest, his home and recording studio were both searched.
I ain't even gonna cap though, bro. Who wore the wire? That's what I want to know. Who wore the wire? Who gave the feds the upper hand? One thing about the feds, bro, this, and for some time this go around, the feds have really been on that Shaq and Kobe type of time. They been bringing in championship trophies back to the doggone courtroom. Diddy, Peewee Longway, they working on Dolph trial now. The doggone Fulio trial, like they been on their Shaq and Kobe lately, bringing in them rings, them trophies.
Within the studio, agents recovered 7 firearms and 3,000 M30 or Perk 30 pills believed to be cut with fentanyl.
Ooh.
Within his home, they find 3 more guns, 2 of which were stolen, along with marijuana and a small amount of other narcotics. Peewee has yet to be charged with the firearms and 3,000 pills, but for the charges he does face, Peewee is looking at up to a life sentence in federal prison just for conspiring to buy large amounts of cocaine and meth. It's likely the feds will use the 3,000 pills and guns as a last resort to bury
Whoever busted them, that was the biggest bust in their career, bro.
That $270 million worth of drugs and the gang takedowns, and Pee-wee's not in none of that paperwork. That doesn't have shit to do with him. It just so happens everything kind of happened at the same time. Allegedly, the word is they're cracking down on the cartels, bringing drugs into Atlanta. And all of his co-defendants in this case are maxing it. I'm not saying nothing about no cartels, because they don't motherfucking play.
Right.
So, man, we just gonna keep
lead them, yeah, let's lead them out of it.
As far as Peewee Longway goes, the feds are so fucking scary that if you just say something over the phone about buying something and they think it's something else, they can come raid your studio, raid your house, charge you with a conspiracy of buying an insane amount of meth and cocaine even though it never happened. The only proof that they have is you walked up to a door, a lady gave you a box, a cardboard box, and you put it in your trunk. That's it. That's the only evidence they have. That and a wiretap conversation of what they think is you buying cocaine and meth. That's enough for you to get picked up and face life in federal prison. Now the 3,000 fentanyl pills that were apparently found in the studio, I don't know if they can charge him with that. How can they prove that they were his? It's a recording studio. Who all uses the studio? I don't necessarily think that that can just fall on him. Now it's a sensitive topic because Rich Homie Quan just passed away.
True.
Big Scar passed away.
Right. Off them
the
pills.
female that was signed to Gucci passed away.
Yep, off them pills.
All of these were overdose deaths.
Off them pills.
Most likely relating to fake pills, cut pills. It's tough to be a supporter of the trap era of music, right? Because back then, or when I was in high school, like 2010, that's what the music was. It was trap music, even before that. You know what I mean? Fentanyl wasn't a thing. Nowadays, the dudes that are pushing this and selling that, that's what they're pushing.
It's always fentanyl, bruh. The pills be fentanyl. Potentially weed you buy might be laced with fentanyl. Like, it's crazy, bro, with the whole fentanyl thing now. Like, junkies can't even be junkies how junkies used to be no more because of fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Fentanyl is like wiping out the is wiping out the American race, bro. For real, like that fentanyl junk be extra freaking crazy. Like, for real.
Those 3,000 pills, if they can somehow connect it to him, that's another charge that I guarantee he does not want. Now, they also found guns in there, 7 guns, whatever. But they did find 3 guns inside of his house, 2 of which were stolen. I'd be surprised if they don't try to use these things against him, unless they can just secure a conviction and the original charges make him plea out with the threat that, hey, if you don't plea to this shit, we're gonna slap all this on top of that and make sure you don't go home. Now, it's a tough case, and I looked into some of his co-defendants, and his co-defendants have been caught up with pounds of meth and all types of other things in other states.
That's crazy.
Moving around and doing their thing. Like I said, I'm not gonna get too deep into them. I really couldn't find pictures of them to show y'all who they are, and you know what they're allegedly affiliated with. I don't want nothing to fucking do with. But as for Peewee Longway, I'm gonna be honest, it does not look good. He had nothing to do with the big operation. This is his own thing. It's just him and these co-defendants. I think 7 people in total. And we'll just have to wait and see on an update. But like I said, in my opinion, they got you on conspiring to buy and sell 500 pounds of this and 5 kilos of that. I'd never want to be in that position. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
That's crazy, bro. That's very freaking crazy. Not saying in like the way it's sounding right now, it's like almost they don't know exactly if Peewee Longway has to do with the majority or even all of like what they confiscated or not. You know what I'm saying? They might have found a few guns that might have been his, or some pills that might have been his, bro. But I feel like now, since they've confiscated over $200 million worth of drugs, plenty of guns, switches off the Glocks and things of that nature, bro, it's a strong chance that they're gonna do everything in their power to try to tie that back to him, and they're gonna find a way to connect all of the people that they arrested, bro. They have plenty, like more than enough evidence. That's more than enough evidence, bro. And they gonna find a way, you know what I'm saying, to pin it on somebody. That's honestly how I feel, bro. But you know, it's kind of a unsure topic if you ask me, because it's like we don't know if Peewee Longway is really going down for most of it just yet. You know what I'm saying, bro? But man, listen, y'all say what y'all think, man. This is the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that post notification bell, set it to all. Our social media links will be in the description. The link to the previous reaction video will be there as well. Follow me on all my social medias. Click the link to the previous reaction video and watch that whole video after you watch this whole video, man. I say this every single video so you won't forget. I am still partnered with SeanArmor.com. All that information will be in the description. The website is still down. I'm going to let y'all know when that website is back up so you can get back into utilizing it, man, and getting your stuff with the promo code if you were already doing so before. But that's besides the point. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for showing me love back. And we out this thing, man, for real.